Another day, another grind. We are finally here in the finals of our random faction one lord tournament, and it is what it is. It is the rivals Daboulch and Staunchttv once again on the battlefield. Really interesting. So I already heard that they were trying out couple different builds, so I'm really excited, and I immediately can see on the bulge side, right on the lizard man, we have a huge thingy. Where is it? Where is the huge thingy? Here, the pale death is here. That's the first time he uses this unit over here. And of course we have Krogar. I'm just wondering where I can find the Skink Priest, but there is no Skink Priest. Usually he had a Skink Priest over here. And over on Staunch side, we have Archeon for sure. And I saw a Zinj, I think a Sorcerer. Where is it? Where is it? Can't find it now. Maybe in a moment. Sorry, guys. So let's get into it. Immediately, the point is trying to get... here it is. Chaos Sorcerer of Death. So, yeah, the Marauder Horseman trying to juke around here. You can see immediately taking a lot of shots here onto these king cohorts. That is probably not the best engage because they are shielded, but 3 are dead, so that's not bad. And the Pale Death is here, shooting into the Severed Claws, the RRR unit that Staunch likes so much. We have a cast over here, and Staunch immediately is running away, and it is not hitting whatsoever. Nonetheless, Bastillodon is going in, and now the flanking begins. The Skink cohorts trying to get probably from this flank over here, and then, yeah, trying to do damage. But they're standing around a little bit. Marauder Horseman juking here and shooting a lot of damage in. But, yeah, here it is. We have the engagement of the Colossal Hunters, and they're crunching up Archeon. So Archeon has to fight Krogar and those flying units. This is probably not a favorable matchup, as you can see. Krogar is moving away, and Archeon is kind of beating up those flying units here. So it seems like those Chaos Warriors are stomping on the left flank. And we have another cast over here, and this is hurting. That's for sure. We have Chaos Trolls here, so they can regenerate probably. Other than that, Marauder Horsemen doing a lot of damage. Their ammunition is almost depleted, but they're shooting in. And on the right flank, let's call it here the right flank, the left flank. The right flank is kind of going well for the Lizard Man. Let's zoom a little bit out, watch what's happening. Saurus Warriors with shields here, they're kind of idle, AFKing. And what is going on here? What cast was spoken here? What foul worlds? So Rampage, the Pale Death is Rampage. It is losing HP. Oh, so those Marauder Horsemen doing a lot of damage. I don't think that this is an engagement you want to have as the Lizard Man. But yeah, Chaos Sorcerer of Death is here, and I am looking for the Severed Claws. They're here. Krogar is probably doing a lot of havoc here, causing units to flee and fights them off. Nice jump, and we have another cast here. What cast is going down here? Another lightning spell, and it, for now, it looks like the Lizard Men kind of getting their momentum back, and the Chaos Warriors are a little bit on the back foot here. So we have Chaos Trolls still online, and well, Chaos Warriors here, another Marauder unit here, can engage And unfortunately, the Marauder Horsemen now are in melee fight. So they have one ammunition, but I assume it doesn't matter really. So another Marauder Horseman unit here. They are buffed up, so nice use of buffs here for the Chaos Warriors. And Krogar is broken. He is running off the stage here. And the Marauder Horsemen are trying to give him a little bit of support, so he doesn't turn around and get back. And yeah, on the other side, Marauder Horsemen here, it seems like really they're now going for this idle unit. I'm not sure if that's a bug because we had a update, so maybe the replay is a little bit corrupted. But it seems like, well, he's aware of his units here, so I don't know. Also, points are ticking for the Warriors here, Warriors of Chaos, I assume. And yep, it is now really going for, I would say Archeon is the dude. Ah, here is the Skink Priest. We got him, finally. But he is also pretty much broken, and Archeon gives him a little bit of a little pat on his back, so he can go without any pressure out of the battlefield. I think we can fast forward a little bit here. Yes, and the game is done. So finally, Warriors of Chaos, they did a great job here. So really nice try of Chaos Warriors, or usage of Chaos Warriors. We have the armored Chaos Trolls, so that is probably maybe something that worked well. But in this match, I have to say, those Marauder Horsemen, right? Marauder Horsemen did a great job. Over here, I'm not sure if the Feral Troglodyte, the Pale Death, was so successful. I thought in the beginning it would do a little bit of damage, but it was not. And over here, yeah, couple of those spells also didn't really hit. Krogar, as usual, Rocky Balboa, right? Crocky. And Archeon this time, not that much of a threat, but he survived. So let's get into the next match. So we are now back at square two, so to speak. We have Krogar and, of course, the Skink Priest as well. And another big unit. So I'm really curious how that performs. This time he has, I think, cold ones, right? Those are feral cold ones. And yeah, let's see. So we have Marauder Horseman once again on Staunch's side. Then he switched up a little bit. Hellstriders, a lot of I would say Marauders, and then Chosen of Tzeentch, Chaos Warriors, and another Severed Claw. So this is his probably favorite unit, but this unit really performs pretty well. And on the other side, let's look at the big one. So we know the Bastillodon already, we have the flying units, but this time the Skink Priest as a beast caster on a flying mount, and we have the Gelblum's Terra. Really fun that they're using the RRR versions of those big units. And yeah, let's get into it. So we have immediately one shot, and it is going really deep into Archeon's face. I don't know, he has a helmet, so probably his face is unscathed and untouched. And now Marauder Horsemen, I'm curious if those Marauder Horsemen this time perform as well as they did before. So we have the Hellstriders. They're riding through. I guess that is really an interesting choice to move away those Ripodactyl riders. And maybe they will come back and do a little bit of nice unexpected damage. We have feral cold ones here standing a little bit idle, and the other ones are going in and fighting against their yeah, kind of brethrens, you could say. Hellstriders coming back, really interesting here. And we have, once again, the fight of fights. Krogar against Archeon. And we have a rampage here. This is a huge, nice, I would say Jurassic Park, right? We have Jurassic Park here, and Krogar is running behind Archeon. Really fun to see. Like, Archeon can he run away? He has a speed of 94. What about Krogar? Ooh, Krogar could catch him. 94 as well, so yeah. But let's see. Warriors of Chaos kind of waving the white flag here, running off, and we have Pharaoh Cold Ones trying to maybe secure a little bit of a position. Now they're going in onto the Marauders, I guess, so they don't come back. And we have those huge units here. So it seems like even the Warriors of Chaos have problem against those super large entities here. But left flank, yeah, it is done. Even though the Chaos Warriors of Nurgle, they're grinding it down with their Mark of Nurgle here. They're trying their best, and they are succeeding, in my opinion. The Bastiladon is holding the point, defending the point, and we have Archeon trying to, well, get a little bit of a position over here in the middle. Then, nonetheless, we have Saurus Warriors with shields coming back, and those Marauder Horsemen, let's look. Their value is still there, so I am really amazed about those units here whatsoever. Pharaoh Cold Ones, they're kind of gathering. They're in rampage mode and going once again for maybe the other way around. The Marauders are going for the Pharaoh Cold Ones here. But this is not what is interesting. The very important part is here. Chaos Warriors coming back. We have a heal on Krogar, so the Skink Priest is doing what he's supposed to do. I guess he should go up again because I can't see him. Where is he? Yeah, but now Chosen of Tzeentch seems like they are losing their fight as well. And yeah, Archeon. I don't think that Archeon can handle the pressure for now. He is trying to disrupt little units over here, but the point is in the claws of the dinosaurs and lizard men, and now it is really about trying to get the point back, right? But the Warriors of Chaos, they're really depleted in numbers. You can really see they're losing entities and their power on the battlefield. Let's fast forward a little bit, because I think that this is more like running around, gathering all the units back, and then trying to once more going for the middle point, or maybe to fight something off. But you can see there's no chance. There are too many units over here, and even very much of very valuable units, right? So the Bastiladon here doing what it's supposed to do. A little bit of support, a little bit of magic. That is what you want to have. The Galblum is trying, like, what is it? 500 weapon strength. That's like huge. And yeah, you can see Warriors of Chaos, they don't have the means. So yeah, it is a tie, and now we have a final round. That's really interesting, guys. I'm really interested to see what happens. So I guess both players are now done with experimenting, and now it's going for the sausage, as the German people say. Nonetheless, the values are okay-ish. I guess the grinding was okay, but I think this unit is pretty much way more expensive than you think. Marauders and Archeon this time was pretty much non-existent, so he was crunched up by, yeah, you can see the value over here is way more on the Lizardman side. Even the Saurus Warriors, they are really hitting those enemies in the head and bumping them down. Let's see the Galblum. I think the value is not what you want to see. It should be higher, but you have the flying units that supported really well. So up to the last game of the tournament. Alright guys, the final match here, and it is really fun what those players did. So once again, this time Staunch is kind of holding to his interesting Yeah, composition. There is only, I think, those dragon somethings, ogres. I think dragon ogres or ogres in general. Let's see how they are called, because I'm not familiar. It's just one, the dragon ogre Shaggoth. He is here to support the warriors of chaos, and on the other side we have Coatl and a spirit of Tabok. So just for the beginners here, you really don't know what is under this unit here, under this circle, because they're kind of hidden, which means you can't really engage into those units here without fear of maybe not being matched up pretty well. So yeah, let's get into it. And who is getting the point? I guess that Staunch will use his Dragon Ogre here, plus, well, this time he does not have any Marauders that perform pretty well for him in general. So now, trolls are moving in, trying just to sneak out or scout out what is approaching them. And now this is what we will see. So Skink Priest is landing. Maybe. No, he's even shooting this nasty little bugger here. One shot, one kill, one troll is kind of on the ground, but he's back. This dude is back. It was just a scratch, right? So, yeah, now the flying Coatl is going in, and we have the first cast whatsoever. Yep, and it is the lightning spell as usual over the right flank. So we usually have always one flank that is more dominant for the Warriors of Chaos, and on the other side we have the flank that is more dominant for the Lizardmen. But wow, what happened to Krogar? He is losing HP with a Spirit Leech here, right? And what happened? This is huge damage. And so now, oh, this is interesting. So the Skink Priest with the Beast ability, he is like deleting those Marauders. They're running for their life. And even the Trolls here, kind of a little bit of poor leadership, broken. Oh, that doesn't look so well for the Warriors of Chaos. But Krogar has to run. That's really what it comes down to. On the right flank, I would say Archeon is doing a great job, but now we have a Flock of Doom. This is value here. This is really damage that you want to have on as many units as you can. And now, what do we get? Is it a heal? It seems like something positive, in my opinion, in my beginner opinion, but oh man, Krogar once again Spirit Leeched. Oh my god, this is really crunchy here. Wow, I enjoy that play, and I'm surprised how much damage that did. So yeah, I would like to see the Dragon Ogre if I can catch him somewhere. Here he is. His value is okay-ish so far. When he survives, I guess there is more possibilities. And yeah, now Saurus Scar Veteran is trying to hold off. He is a, yeah, kind of like anti-large unit that is like a fighter. Let's see him from the front and back. He looks tough for sure. But Krogar, he has to fight. He can't just stand around. He needs to fight. And I think that they... Oh, another Spirit Leech. Oh, guys, I think he is done for. Yes, he gets deleted. The Spirit Leech took his soul, took his body, and now it is somewhere in, I don't know, dinosaur heaven. Let's call it like this, right? It is really looking well for the Warriors of Chaos. I wouldn't expect that in the beginning, but I guess those Swaddles here, Coatls, they are not the best fighters, right? The idea is great, and we have melee attack with magic imbued, but yeah, those trolls here going in, and I would assume that it doesn't look so good for the Lizardmen. Oh my, because they lost their lord, and now we have Archeon, who is still pretty much alive. So, yeah, let's look. How can the Lizardmen come back? I don't think that they have enough on the battlefield, and in general, enough strong units on the battlefield. So another flock of doom, and that is good for sure. I guess he has a lot of value now gathered. Yes, I think for the money you get a nice value trade here, but is it enough? We have Pharaoh Cold Ones trying to flank those Chaos Warriors that are approaching, but I think because of Krogar falling and kissing the ground, it is basically really, really tough. So there is Earthblood used already, and the Time Warp used. There are a lot of spells bringing unit here, but it is not enough. And the Quaddle is running, everything is running, and I guess when I look at the battlefield, I can probably say that the Warriors of Chaos are probably winning. Let's fast forward here, and it seems like Staunch is winning this tournament, and I would not expected it, to be honest, because he usually struggled against Daboulch and his Lizardmen, but I guess that by trying out some different builds and some enjoyable builds, what I'm very thankful for those players. So they were willing to sacrifice maybe their victory for a little bit of fun and engaging gameplay here. Even though the Quaddle did okay, but I guess what I remember, they're pretty expensive. So this value is not what you want to see. And Krogar was really unfortunate, or maybe just too eager, right? So yeah, here we are. Archeon did better for sure. Then we have the Spirit Leech, I guess, from the Chaos Sorcerer that came. Then for sure, ooh, those Severed Claws this time, they did work. They worked hard, like Rihanna was singing, right? Work, work, work. And wow, Dragon Ogre Shaggot. I told you guys, when he survives, he can gather or get a lot of value, but he got even more than I expected. So let's congratulate Staunch. He did a great job. It was a very fun, entertaining final. Thank you guys for that. And I hope maybe that you can join the next tournament that we're having live. And if not this one, then the next one and the next one. But for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.